Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Another beautiful day here in the sunny side of Western Massachusetts. This is, of course, Andrew. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Wow, another beautiful day here. As I've said earlier before, I haven't done any of these videos for quite some time, so I decided, what the hell, we're gonna do another outdoor video today. Just thought I'd do it just for the hell of it. And really, what I want to talk about is, what do I want to talk about? What is there to talk about? Because right now, the Republicans are ruling out impeachment against Obama. You have just the continuation of all the same stuff that's occurring. The illegals are still pouring into over the border into the United States. You still have the economy in complete shambles. You have the continued deterioration of the infrastructure. As a matter of fact, and I can't remember the name of this department, but it's a federal department that actually went bankrupt. And what this federal department does is, or the responsibility is, to fix the potholes all around the roads in federal highways and such. And I was listening to the X22 report, and David, who does that podcast, had mentioned that. And of course, all you have to do is go outside and look at the roads, because there's potholes everywhere. Here in Northampton, I was listening to a radio show, and they were talking about how it would take over $20 million to fix all the potholes and to deal with all the road problems here. But then the radio host said, or a guest said, I forget which one, and this was, of course, a while back, they said, well, Northampton needs $20 million to fix the roads, but we only have $3 million to fix the roads. So so what happened to the other $17 million out there? What happened to all the taxes that we're paying to the city to go for the infrastructure? Where is all that money that we're spending on this government? And yet, we don't have the money to fix the infrastructure? We don't have the money to deal with the roads? I just replaced the tire because it was flat. I don't know where, where it came from. I don't know where the gash came from. But, it makes me think, doesn't it? It makes many of you wonder, if you have tire problems, if you're having car issues down below, it makes you wonder. Should I ask the city for a reimbursement on a new tire simply because they refuse to fix the roads, claiming they don't have enough money to fix it? But they do have enough money for all these different social programs, right? All these social programs that really should just be volunteer-run, volunteer-led, and be nonprofit. The city decides, well, we're going to go ahead and take care of some of these issues, instead of actually taking care of the real issues that everybody has to deal with every single day. It was like a few years ago where they had a vote here in Northampton where they wanted to raise the taxes, I believe it was property taxes, just so Northampton High School can have their football team. Can you believe that? Just so we can have a football team, you're going to raise everyone else's taxes. Doesn't matter if your kid goes to Northampton High School or not. That doesn't matter. We still want our kids to have a football. It's the whole idea where the community takes care of all the kids. It's not the parent that takes care of their kids. It's the whole community. Remember that MSNBC host who did this special, and she comes out and she says, no, we don't have parents anymore. The community takes care of the kids. The government takes care of the kids. These are our children. It's not your child. It's our children. And I'm sorry if this is just coming across as a rant. It's just some of the things that are on my mind, or random thoughts that are on my mind. And just something I wanted to talk about. In other news, what I also want to talk about too is the economy. It's more of the same stuff. We have a collapsing GDP. People just aren't spending because they don't have the disposable income. Also, some of the other additional problems with that It's the fact that we have extremely high inflation. And of course, according to John Williams Shadowsats, he's been saying this all along, that we could be going into a hyperinflationary phase by the end of 2014. So within maybe a month or two from now, or a couple months. That's what John Williams of Shadowsats.com has been predicting for years now. And, of course, many other people have come out and said, well, the collapse is going to happen tomorrow, the collapse is going to happen in another month, 2 months, 3 months, what have you. Regardless of when the collapse is going to happen, we're experiencing it right now. We're experiencing the lack of job growth. We're experiencing it in the fact that more and more people are collecting government assistance in some form or another. We have, again, we have a collapsing infrastructure issue, which deals with the whole issues of the economy and whatnot. I mean, we are really definitely in for some challenging times. I think the U.S. dollar will collapse. When it will collapse, I don't know. But it will collapse. It has to collapse. The debt has to end at some point, because you can't continue to keep racking up all this debt and for not to have any consequences to come along with it. But of course, excuse me, a little heartburn. But anyways, again, it's just more of the same thing. I just wanted to do a quick update video. Just so you guys know that I'm still alive, I'm still here, taking in, of course, this gorgeous weather out here. What else is going on? Well, we are supposedly having many of these epidemics going around. This disease epidemic that's happening. So I guess there's been cases of Ebola, there's been cases of other stuff that we don't even know what it is, but people are getting sick, and then other people are getting sick off of that one other person. So there's a different type of epidemic of diseases, and the reason why I feel like this is important, and that we should all be able to at least pay a little bit of attention to, only because we do know that the government does experiment with things. We do know that they do experiment with bacteria and eugenics and trying to mold genes however they want them to be, or merge genes from one species to another. We do know the government is into some pretty crazy stuff. In addition to that, we do know that they're into manipulating viruses and different types of flu and diseases and many other things, and they even love to create their own diseases. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I believe that a little while ago, and I might be wrong on this, but I've heard this proliferating around the internet, where the government has went out and created the new Spanish flu, or it was something like that. So the government is out there creating or developing all these epidemics, and of course it's for research purposes, and yet they can't find the money to fix the infrastructure issues. But then again, you know, that money that could be used to fix the infrastructure issues is going to that, but it's also going to the war over in Israel, and it's going to Ukraine, it's going to Syria, it's going into Iraq. All the money is going all over the world, and yet our military is not getting it, nor is this country getting it, but it's going everywhere else. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys sometime soon. Bye.